Hi everyone, James Reynolds here, just following on from exploring the LATMs in the city of Yarra. I thought I'd just do a brief video talking a little bit more about the Victoria Precinct, which is precinct number 16. Hopefully by now you've had a chance to look at the City of Yarra's page about the Victoria Precinct, and you've got a bit of an idea as to where that is. If you're familiar with the area at all, it's actually near IKEA in Richmond. It's just this area in here between Burnley Street and the river, and quite well known for having Victoria Gardens and of course the IKEA of Melbourne in that area. So this is sort of what it looks like. You can see IKEA there in the distance, and then some of the streets in here sort of generally tend to look a bit like this. So it's a fairly industrial precinct, but there's also some residential, particularly in some of these streets here. This is North Street here, so a mix of industrial, but further down the street there's some of this residential type stuff, some townhouses and some old cottages and things like that. And as we mentioned, there was a local area traffic management scheme study, which actually put in a whole load of measures, left in, left out treatments. This speed hump here, you can see here there's a left in, left out, so no right turn allowed here. And it's fundamentally trying to solve the problem of people shortcutting through this neighbourhood to avoid this intersection here, the Bridge and Burnley Street intersection. So just take you down there on Google Street View. You can see here's that intersection here, Burnley and Bridge. It's pretty busy. It's got diamond control on the signals, so the right turns are fully controlled in both directions. You've got, just in north-south, but Burnley Street is normally pretty busy. And then of course you've got these trams here. So a lot of people would be tempted to try and cut through the residential neighbourhood, and rather than get stuck in this traffic queue, they'd look to sneak down one of these side roads and then get your way through there. I'm just going to show you a little bit of vision from my trip through the area a few nights ago, just to get you a bit of an idea. So here we are actually turning on to North Street, which is, see if I can get this to work. North Street is just in, where are we? Sorry, I'm lost. There we go, North Street there. So we're heading east on North Street at the moment in this video. A couple of speed humps to get over. It's a little bit hard to tell in the video because it was shot at night. Sorry about that. But you can see a lot of parking in the area, which does also, on-street parking, which does also help to reduce vehicle speeds, because people will tend to drive past cars a little bit more slowly than if the cars weren't there, because they can't see everything around the cars, they can't see what's going on. Further down here, we've got the Royston Hotel on the corner, another speed hump. And as we get in here, oops, I've gone a little bit too far. As we go in here, there's also a roundabout, which sort of also helps to reduce vehicle speeds and make this a bit more of a local traffic precinct. So I think the roundabout was not new. Oh no, here we go. What's this? River and North, install road humps and install a roundabout. So the roundabout was part of the local area traffic scheme. We've just driven a little bit north on River Street and appear to be doing a 3-point turn because we were dropping someone off when I shot this video, but you can see here again in Google Street View, it's another bit of local area traffic management. This Wombat, it looks to be a speed hump, but also a bit of a bicycle crossing, and also a median treatment here, which is just trying to encourage people to slow down on what would otherwise be a bit of a blind corner. But here we are now heading south on River Street, past the Royston Hotel on our right. Again, we'll just scoot through that roundabout, you can see again more speed humps, trying to reduce speeds, discourage traffic from driving through this neighbourhood. And as we get a bit further down, there'll be another set of speed humps. There we go. They've put in the sharrows, which is those bicycle markings. So it's not actually a bicycle lane. It is a bicycle marking just to try and encourage drivers to share the road. I can't say I'm a massive fan of that treatment myself, but hey, it's widely used in the US and it does have some merit. That's for sure. It's great when you're trying to encourage people to, hey, remember, bicycles do also use the street, and that's sort of the idea of it. But obviously where you don't have enough space for a bicycle lane, but obviously we do have enough space for on-street parking. So here we are at the outlet onto Burnley Street. So you can see the transition here between the local area and the arterial road network. Again, this is a left out only, so no right turn out is allowed, but right turns in are allowed. But that treatment there is trying to discourage people from going around the corner. And now we're actually outside the precinct, but we are turning into a little street that goes down Yarra Boulevard area. And you'll notice there's a no right turn sign with a time restriction on it. No right turn from 7 to 9. So this is probably one of the least effective LATM measures, because you actually had to have a police officer there to ensure that people don't turn right, whereas the left in, left out physical treatments like we saw at this location here at River Street, actually prevent people from turning right without having to drive over that traffic island or otherwise make some sort of strange movement, and that's basically how they work. Anyway, hopefully you've got a bit of a handle on the LATM treatments, and I very much encourage you to jump in the discussion forum and start talking about what you think might be some further treatments that would be necessary in this precinct on a street-by-street basis. I do know that particularly in the north part of this area, there's a lot of development going on, and that's probably going to only increase traffic volumes, and again add some new connections as well. So probably something that they'll have to be a bit careful about when they start opening up some of those new development sites. Anyway, look forward to seeing your responses in the discussion forum, and see you in the workshop later next week. Catch you later.